Hey everybody, Chef Jerome Judge here, aka Chef Big Head, of course. Welcome to the latest installment of Recipes Off the Rails. And welcome back to the Bloated Chef. Chef Jerome Judge here, aka Chef Big Head, of course, and on the big butcher block, the big John Boost board, we are looking at dried seaweed. Huh? Yes. Beautiful black fungus, some dried black trumpet mushrooms. We got Chinese style frying noodles, beef base, chicken base, lobster base, sesame oil, chili oil, sriracha, sweet chili sauce, fish sauce, of course, even some hoisin. We are going to make a dashi, a beautiful dashi. Those that don't know, it's basically a super nice broth, very nuanced, and we're going to add some noodles and some ingredients to it. All right, time for a little bit of maintenance here. We've got our garlic. We're going to go ahead and julienne these snow peas. That'll be a nice sweet flavor. What these vegetables are going to do is going to start to perfume our dashi broth from the beginning, so it's not so heavy, okay? Now then, from here, we'll go ahead and get our wok preheated. We'll add a little teaspoon of sesame oil, about a teaspoon of chili oil. Drop in a little bit of vegetable oil to kind of cut that heaviness as well. Okay? And we'll add our vegetables in a little bit at a time. We'll throw our onions, our garlic, and our snow peas in. We'll save the cilantro for last, okay? So now we'll season appropriately with salt, and we're going to use some ground white pepper, a little pinch in the back of our palate. About 3 minutes later, we'll deglaze that pan with some Mirin wine, okay? Drop in a couple of bay leaves to perfume, and we're off and running. Now then, we'll take those big, beautiful black trumpet, they're dehydrated black trumpet mushrooms. We'll get those back into the liquid, and we'll rehydrate those along with about a quarter bag of the strands of seaweed as well, okay? Get those moving around in that liquid, get them rehydrated, reconstituted. Now we'll add about 8 cups of water, bring that to a boil, and then we'll add our beef base, as we're going to do a beef and mushroom dashi broth today. Okay, now we are going to add our levels of flavor. In goes some hoisin, just a squirt or two. Here comes some fish sauce, my favorite in the whole world. Okay, second favorite. Here comes my favorite, sriracha. A little wisp in there, and then we'll throw a little sweet chili sauce in there as well, okay? And we're going to simmer that for about 10 more minutes. Now I've grabbed some cheesecloth, and we're going to strain all those vegetables and let that broth go through nice and clear, okay? And now we'll go ahead and retrieve those beautiful mushrooms. Yeah, they don't look like much, but boy, they're going to taste good, folks. Trust me. Ew! Yeah, delicious. And once they're cool, we cut those into some nice thin ribbons. Now, this next step is optional, but I grabbed a little top sirloin from my freezer and thawed it out. We're going to season that with salt, pepper, a little 5-spice powder. Stick that right back in that very hot wok. Have a nice sear. Make sure you flip it over. We get both sides, both surfaces done first, and then we'll grab the other 2, 4, 6, 8, however, to a nice medium rare, okay? Now, once that has a chance to rest, we'll slice that nice and thin. And repeat after me. Perfectly cooked sirloin. Yummy! And now on to mise en place number 2. We'll chop our cabbage up, slice that. We've got our asparagus tips, green onions, and some thin sliced red peppers as well. Mise en place. And now back to the hot wok. We'll go ahead and add a little bit of that hot chili oil. We're going to just flash these vegetables real quick. A little bit of the asparagus, a little bit of the red peppers, and a good decent pinch of some of that green cabbage. Before we go any further, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We thank you. Now, let's cook for about 5 minutes. We're going to add some of that beautiful broth in there, that beef and mushroom dashi broth. Once we get that broth nice and floral, we'll strain that through the vegetables, and those will go towards garnishing our plate. And we bring that to a boil, and we start building our bowl. Into the wok with some hot sesame oil, and we're going to fry up those real nice noodles, nice and crisp. Toss them around, get a good kind of golden brown color on them, right about looking like that. We'll build our second layer right there. Now then we arrange all those wonderful garnished vegetables around the sides. Now we'll drop some of those amazing, yummy, ugly, but delicious mushrooms in as well. And now we'll start laying down that beef. Beautifully tender, sliced medium rare perfectly. And at the very end we'll add some raw green onion and some nice bright cilantro. And ladies and gentlemen, we're done.
Damn. Nuanced. That's the word. Nuanced. A little bit of sesame. A little bit of heat from the sriracha and the chili oil. All kinds of earthy goodness from the mushrooms. Saltiness from the seaweed. My goodness. And those crunchy noodles. Check this one out. Hope you enjoyed this one. Look for the next one. And most importantly, like, and subscribe. Peace and love, everybody.
All right, good people. Time to head over to my YouTube channel at The Bloated Chef LLC, of course. Smash that subscribe button, maybe graze over that like button, and let's start getting to 1,000 subscriptions. We're doing it for charity's sake. Thanks so much.